Hello everyone, it's Vicki here today designing for Pinkfresh Studio, and I am using the lovely Blooms collection today. I wanted to focus on rainbows, and these strips here that I'm just playing with here are from a large paper that has a rainbow on. I cut these out for another project but didn't use them, so I want to use them on this project. And I also want to use the two smaller pages from the 6x6 paper pad to create two more rainbows. So I'm just cutting those out in exactly the same way that I cut out the big rainbow before. And I'm going to place these in the corners here, and I'm going to place the big one down on the left hand corner there. And I just happen to have some lovely ribbons that really perfectly coordinate with this collection, so I'm going to use those as well. So first off, I'm going to stick down the two smaller rainbows, and I know that I want those to go in those two corners, and so that's super simple to just get stuck down there. I do both of them. I love the colours in this collection, that sort of orangey colour, peachy colour with the pink and the blues, just really, really pretty. So, and they work lovely for this rainbow. Okay, the big rainbow I'm not going to stick down just yet because my idea is to put some frills onto the pieces, the blue and the pink pieces, just to add a bit of extra texture to my layouts. So I'm going to start off with blue, and I'm going to cut a piece of ribbon about double the length of the piece of the rainbow. And then I'm going to sew a running stitch along the edge of the ribbon. You'll see me do that in a second, and which will gather it all together. So I'm just doing it on the edge rather than the middle because I want it to tuck under my rainbow piece. So I've just skipped through that, and there's my piece. I'm just pulling it down so it will gather, and I want it to gather to the same length as the rainbow piece. So I'm going to tie off the end, which I missed there. I did put a tie in the end, but obviously the knot wasn't big enough and it went through. So I've just redone that there. So I'm just making sure that it's going to cover the whole section there. What I don't want to do is not have enough ribbon. So once it's down, I put some double-sided tape on the edge, just on the very edge of that rainbow piece. And I'm going to stick the edge that I put the running strip on to that sticky tape. And then you can see that I'm just then attaching the ribbon to that sticky tape so that you can see the pleating around, showing around the edge. And then I'm going to do the exact same thing but with pink ribbon. So again, I'm just going to measure twice the length and do my running stitch. Okay, if I can ever get the needle threaded. I have I have a problem with my eyesight and needles now. I now know how my mother felt when she used to say it's really hard to thread a needle as you get older. Yes, she was right. Okay, so I'm going to do the same threading there, the same running stitch, and that's done. And I'm going to repeat the process completely as I did for the blue, and I'm going to stick that ribbon to the underside. Thank goodness for my ATG gun. I don't know if that would be so easy, putting a piece of tape down on a curve like that, but I guess it would be possible. Okay, so I'm just tying that off again like I did with the blue, and then I'm going to stick this down. The speed of video makes that so much faster than it was in real life, and it still seemed slow. Okay, so here we go, just sticking that down again in exactly the same way as before. And I think it looks really pretty just poking out from underneath the rainbow. Okay, don't worry if you don't go right to the ends. I didn't worry about that because I'm going to cut off the ends anyway. So I'm going to stick this rainbow down now. And just in the same colour order as the others. And you can see there, It hangs over the edge, so I can just cut those off. I didn't need to worry about anything there. Okay, so that's all stuck down. I'm going to just cut those. It's fine that I cut through the ribbon because it's stuck underneath, and I've found that it hasn't caused any problems on the edges anyway. There we go, all done. And now we have a nice textured rainbow effect all over my page. So I have a little photo here of my niece, and I'm going to put that where the two rainbows meet, and I'm going to start to embellish. So I love the background that I've created, and I don't want to cover up too much of it, but I do want to embellish around my photo. So I'm taking out these journaling bits and pieces. I've got a small envelope and a tag here, and I'm going to put some of the ribbon through the tag, and I've got the pink, and I've also got a white ribbon here. So I decided to use that rather than the blue, just to add a bit of extra to it. And I'm just doing a little knot through the tag, and I think that looks nice. And I'm going to layer up the photo just like that. This little envelope I don't actually use in the end, but there we go. I was just thinking I might use it, but I didn't. Of course the florals came out. Where would a Vicki layout be without florals? And I'm going to just place those around the photo and just frame it really. And some more bits and pieces here. There's a little fabric piece that says happy mind, happy life, and I thought that was really sweet. And that goes well on the side there. I think about using this bird. I don't actually use it in the end, but I do use a bird. I play around with it. I wish it was facing the other way, to be honest, because I think I could have used it then, but it wasn't. So I'll use that on another project. There's a little puffy sticker that I'm going to put in there. But first I'm just putting a bit of powder on it because that will make it be non-sticky so that I can put it there and move it around if I want to. And a bit of powder on this one. This is the bird I do use. And I play around a bit and I end up putting him there. Okay, so I'm going to start to stick some things down because I like how this is looking and I don't want to have to move it all off and try and build it again. So I stick the things down. Just realised I tucked the bird under there, but I do find it in a second, so all is good. Okay, so I'm going to, as you can see, I'm sticking all the layers sort of while they're in place in a way because it helps sticking it for putting it back together, and then I can do the photo last, and I know where it tucks in and I know how that works. So I put some foam on the back of the photo just to raise it above everything else and tuck it back in there and stick it down. I put double-sided tape and glue on the picture because that ribbon's below. I just wanted to make sure it grabbed really well. Okay, these are the little fabric stickers, and I'm going to put a heart just tucked in there behind that flower, and I like that. Excuse my husband's hand coming across the table. He didn't realise I was filming. Just tuck that little peach in behind the bird, which is really cute, and a little love chipboard sticker there. My title's going to be happy. And these lovely titles that come with the collection are just perfect for titles. They're always great words and really nice fonts. So I'm going to stick that to the photo, but I'm also going to stick the little loops down so that I know that they're not going to come off of the page later. So I do that, and I also do the bottom of happy as well, the H for happy as well. So that's on there pretty firmly now. Even if it doesn't stay stuck to the photo, it will stay stuck on the page. So I'm just trimming off the ribbon slightly. It was a little bit long, so it just made that a little bit shorter with angled edges. And I'm just fussing the flowers around a little bit to give them a bit of extra dimension. It's a favourite thing of mine to do. Now I'm putting on some enamel dots just to finish it off. I love the Pinkfresh enamel dots. They're always perfect colours and perfect sizes, and they always look really cute. So that's it. The final layout is about to appear, and there it is. I really hope it gives you some inspiration for using lovely blooms and trying to tuck some ribbon behind a rainbow. I think that's a lovely little effect that I made there. There are some close-ups coming for you to have a look at as well. I will link this collection in the comments below, in the description below. If you have any questions, please do let me know and I'll be happy to answer them. This has been Vicki for Pinkfresh Studio. Until next time, bye-bye.